other than food, there is one thing that every expat needs to keep their sanity. So, welcome back to Soul Quest. Let's talk about friends in China. And you know the drill. If you wait till the end of the video, I'll tell you the red flags when it comes to any friendship or any relationship that you have in China. First, let's talk about expat friend. This is one of the easiest friends that you can probably obtain. The main reason why is because you both have a shared experience. There are some positive when it comes to local expat friends. The main one is, of course, talking in English and feel like you're back at home. But I think the main benefit when it comes to expat friend is the connection. Because sometimes you need a new job, or either you don't feel comfortable with your current job, you can just ask your expat friend if they can hook you up to a company or some sort of like that. Because most of the expat are usually almost all in the same industry or somewhat similar industry where you can hop to one to another industry with the correct or sufficient amount of experience. Another part is scheduling. Now, most cases, expats usually work in training centers because that's the readily available job for every expat out there. And typically their days off is Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And in some rare cases, expat work in public school or other offices. Their days off are Saturday and Sunday. And this might cause conflict for a lot of expats, and they might not be able to hang out with each other unless it was just for a night out or either on holidays. And to add a little bit of salt into the whole thing, I think traveling with another expat could be really fun since you're both exploring the area together, but also could be a bit frustrating because both parties don't really know China too much, and you're just not gonna scratch deep down into the Chinese culture, and you're gonna be left out with like the base surface culture of China and just hang out in touristy places or either expat-driven places where it's made for expat. This is why you see a lot of expat bubbles out there where expat only have expat friends. Now let's move on to our local Chinese friends. Finding one is kind of like a hit and miss kind of deal. If they can speak English, I think it'll be easier for you to befriend them. But if they don't speak English, it's gonna be harder for you to be friends with each other. Now first, let's move on to the negative side, and that is scheduling. Most cases, local people work a lot, like insane hours, sometimes from 9 to 6, or even more than that, including overtime. But to add more salt to that, you also have the big week and small week. Big week means they have to work 6 days per week. Small week is just a regular working days, which is 5 days. And this could cause whole conflict in the whole scheduling process. Now that we've already dredged through the swamp, let's go up to the hill and see the sunshine. In my opinion, having a local friend is one of the most beneficial and the funnest thing you can do as an expat in China. Not that you're going only deep into the whole Chinese culture, but also experience the life as well. But of course, it does take effort from you and also your friend as well to understand each other's culture. But yeah, one thing I do want you to take away from this: have best of the both worlds. Go hang out with your local Chinese friend and also make some expat friend as well. Now, these all sound like sunshine and rainbow. What are some of the red flags when it comes to hanging out with your expat friend and also your local Chinese friend? First, I would like to talk about expat. And there are some cases where some expat partake in the activity of the broccoli or the greenery. We all know in this server, it is illegal, and depends on how you use it, it's also illegal as well. If you are kind of forced into partaking in this, I would recommend that you don't try it out and try kind of steer clear unless if you're in a different server. And the next one is your local friends. Now, you don't really have to worry too much about the law. The only thing you have to worry about is your feeling, because it doesn't really feel too good. In some rare cases, they'll just invite you to a dinner, but they'll just have you as a minor conversation or just a set piece for them to show off. And you're just gonna be on your phone the whole dinner, and it doesn't feel too good. It feels like you're left out. But of course, the fault is in both sides, your friends and also you, since you don't really know how to speak Chinese. And now, as for the last one, is the English buddy friendship. Now, it's a term I made out of my own ass, and it doesn't happen too often, but in some rare cases, you do have someone that will just use you to practice English with. They don't really want to have a deep conversation, just surface level conversation where they can improve their spoken English or either improve their grammar skill, etc. like that. But yeah, that's about it. This is the surface level friendship in China for both expat and also local friends. And as usual, if you have any question, comment down below. If you have any interesting story, comment down below as well. I would love to know. And so that way I can share it with you guys in the future as well. And until next time, Soul Quest logging it out. Peace.
Solo Quest!